So this week's Torah portion is Tavo, and it is found in Deuteronomy, Devarim, chapter 26, starting with verse 1. I guess I'll read the English. These are long verses, so I'm thinking we'll probably maybe only get to do 2 verses. So let me read the 2 verses in English first. It says, "And it will be when you come into the land which the Lord your God gives you for an inheritance, and you possess it and settle in it, that you shall take of the first of all the fruit of the ground, which you will bring from your land, which the Lord your God is giving you. And you shall put them into a basket, and go to the place which the Lord your God will choose to have his name dwell there." This is a vav, and this shava is going to be a quick I sound, so this is vi. This is a hey, and a kamat says a, which says ha. And this is a yud with the kamats and the hey together is ya. So this is ve, ha, ya. And if you can recognize, this looks like Hashem's name right here, the yud and the hey. So this verb means and it shall be in this verse, and it shall be, okay, and it shall be. So vehaya, and this vehaya has a pashta, so we know that the accent is at the end of the verse. This symbol right here is the pashta, and pashta says pashta. So this is vehaya, okay, and it shall be. And this is a kuf. This is a kaf, and a chirik with a yud together will say ki. And this means if or when, okay, and it shall be when, and this is a tav and a kamach, which says ta, and a vet with a vav and the dot over it says o, and this aleph is going to be silent, so this is tavo. Ki tavo. So this means when you come in. When you come in. Okay, so v'haya, and it shall be ki tavo, when you come in. And this is the accent and the trope mark right here, munach, and it says munach when it precedes this trope right here. So this is a munach and this is a katon. When munach precedes the katon, it's munach says munach. So this is ki tavo. Okay, so this is vehaya ki tavo. Okay, so and it shall be when you come. And this is an aleph with a segol, which says and the lamed says l, like a L sound. So this is L, and it means to or into. Okay, so vehaya, and it shall be ki tavo, when you come, L, to. This is a hey with a kamats, and the kamat says ah, so this says ha, and ha often means the when it precedes the word, when it's a prefix, ha, the. And this is an aleph with a kamats, which says a again, so ha, a. And this is a resh with a segol, which says and it's sadi, so this says retz. Ha, a, retz, which means the land. Haaretz. And this usually refers to the land of Israel, unless otherwise specified. El haaretz. So, and it shall be when you come to the land, haaretz. And haaretz has a katon above it, and so the accent is on a, so it's haaretz, not haaretz, but haaretz. And katon says katon. So this el haaretz will share that trope mark, and it will say el haaretz. Okay, and this is a separator. So we know that this whole phrase goes together. Okay, so, and it shall be when you come into the land. Okay, that's one thought or one phrase. So let's do it all together. Vehaya ki tavo el haaretz. Okay, good. I'm sure you're doing it, and you just have me on mute. Okay. Next, this is an aleph, and this patak says a, and this is a shin with a segol and a resh right here. This says a, and this says e. So this is a, and the shin with the segol and the resh together say sher, asher, asher. And this asher means that or which or who. And here it's usually translated as that, okay? And this is the trope mark. This says, this is a pashta, and this was also a pashta over here. Pashta says, pashta, so this is asher, just like this was vehaya, this is asher, so that means that or which, okay? And this is yod he vav he, so this is the name Hashem. And we're going to say Adonai when if reading it from a Torah scroll. So Adonai has a munach, and it's a munach preceded by katon. So just like this munach, it's going to say munach. So this is Adonai. Okay. So Asher Adonai. Okay. And this is an aleph with a segol. It says e, and this is a lamed, which makes the L sound. And this cholem right here says o, so this is lo. And this is a hey with a segol. This is Elohe, Elohe. And this is a chaf sofit with a kamatz, which will say cha, Elohecha. And Elohecha is like Elohim, but it has this possessive form at the end, which means your. So your God. Elohecha. The trope is over the he, so the accent is on he. Elohecha. Elohecha. And this means your God. And this katon says katon. So Elohecha says Elohecha. Okay, and this is a noon with this cholem, which says o. So this is no, and this is a tav with a tzere and a noon sofit. These are the same letter. This is a noon sofit, the final form. So this is 10, no 10, and this is like Nathan, which the name Nathan, and this means will give, he will give, noten, or sorry, actually it's gives or is giving, okay, and noten, and noten has a mercha. Mercha says mercha, so this is noten, noten, and this is a lamed with a shava, and usually at the beginning of the word, the shava is sounded, so this is going to be short sound, le, and this is a chaf sofit with a kamatz, which says a lecha, lecha, and this means to you, lecha. Okay, so lecha has a tipcha, and tipcha says tipcha, so this is lecha, so this is noten lecha. Okay. Now, backing up a little bit, this is another clause right here. So, Asher Adonai Elohecha is also another clause. Just like these group of words was a clause because the katon is a separator. So that Adonai, your God, that's one clause. And this is the next clause. This clause ends right here at etnachta. Okay, this is the separator right here. So, gives to you. And this is a nun with a patak, which says na. This is a chet with a patak, a hatef patak, and it says cha. And so it's a reduced sound because of this segol right next to it. So it's hatef patak. So it's na cha and this is see how, so this, I forgot, I don't know what this line here means, but because of this line, this syllable is going to have more emphasis, and because of this shava, this syllable will have less of an emphasis, even though they both have a batach, right? They both have a batach, but this line gives more emphasis, and this shava right here gives less emphasis. So na cha, and then this is a lamed or the kamatz, and this and the hey together we'll say la. Okay, this etnachta is the accent mark, so the accent is on the last syllable, but this syllable is a little bit stronger than this one. So this nachala, nachala. Okay, nachala, and this etnachta says etnachta. Sorry, etnachta. I think I have that wrong. Let me do it from here. Merchatibcha etnachta. Okay, I think that's right. Okay, so nachala, nachala. Oh. I'm having a brain freeze right now. Hold on. Pashta munakaton, pashta munakaton, merchatibcha etnachta. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. Nachala. So this is noten lecha, nachala. Okay. Noten lecha, nachala. Okay, and this means inheritance. So gives to you as an inheritance. The as is kind of just implied there. It's not literally there, but for English purposes, we have to add that. So, okay, as an inheritance. And this is a vav with a hirik, and the yud together will say V. Okay, V. This is a resh with a hirik, and the shin together we're going to say, in the shava we're not going to sound. Okay, so this is going to be rish. Okay, V rish. Okay, V rish, and remember, there's that line again. So this is more emphasis than this. Okay, but the trope mark is right here under the tav, and this is a kamatz with a hey. So this is ta. Okay, so the accent is going to be on ta right here at the end. Okay, and this is a tipcha. Tipcha is tipcha. So the accent is on virishta, and it's a little bit more pronounced than this, but this is the accent mark. So it's virishta. Okay, and virishta is tipcha. So this is virishta. Okay, and this means and you shall possess her. Actually, you shall possess her. This might be a little bit more information than you want to know, but the dagesh in this letter, and oftentimes the dagesh in letters indicates a doubling of that letter. So here in particular, virishta without the dagesh means and you will possess. Okay, but with the dagesh, it's an added hey, which refers to her, and you shall possess her, and it's talking about the land. Okay, and you shall possess her, and that's what the presence of that dagesh means. Okay, virishta. Okay, and you shall possess her, and there's a vav right here, and this is a shava, and this is a ve, and this is a yud and kamatz. It says ya, ve ya, and this is actually this is a shin, and this is a patak, and it says sha, and this will actually be pronounced with this vet, because usually the shava is silent in the middle of words, so we're just going to close out this syllable, shav. Okay, shav, ve ya shav. And this is a tav and a kamatz, which says ta. Now, this tav does not mean a doubling of the tav. It simply means it's pronounced as a t. And in ancient Hebrew, without this dagesh, like right here, it's pronounced as a th. So in ancient Biblical Hebrew, this would have been nothen instead of noten. And that's why this tav is here, but we ignore it nowadays because both in modern Biblical Hebrew, both with or without a dagesh, we're going to say tav. But just it's nice to know why it's there, right? Anciently, they had different sounds. Okay, veya shavta. Sorry, but the trope mark is under the shav right here, right? So this is veyashavta. Okay, that's how you say this word with the accent in this syllable, veyashavta, and this means and you shall dwell, and you shall dwell. Okay, and veyashavta has a mercha, and this mercha says mercha. So this is veyashavta. Veyashavta. So these three words together are one clause. So let's say these two together. So this is virishta veyashavta. Sorry, virishta veyashavta, and you shall possess her, and you shall dwell. And this is a bet with a kamatz and the hay. And this says ba together, ba. And this means in her, and you shall dwell in her, referring again, her is the land, okay? Another thing that you might be interested in knowing is in ancient biblical Hebrew, with the dagesh especially, you would actually pronounce that. It wouldn't just be ba, it would be ba, and you would let that H sound be more audible, ba. But nowadays we just say ba. Okay, so this is a katon, and this is sorry, no, it's not katon. This is a sof pasuk, the end of the verse. That's what that means, sof pasuk. And Sof Pasuk says, Sof Pasuk. So this is Ba. Okay. Ba. Okay, so let's do these three together. Virishta Veyashavta Ba. Oh, let's do it again. Virishta Veyashavta Ba. Okay, that's how those go. So I'm going to do the whole thing together, and then I'm going to ask for feedback from y'all. Okay? Okay. Vehaya ki tavo el haaretz asher Adonai Elohecha noten lecha nachala virishta veyashavta ba. Sorry, I didn't practice that much. Okay, so now can you all unmute your microphones and repeat after me? Vehaya ki tavo el haaretz asher Adonai Elohecha noten lecha nachala virishta veyashavta ba. Okay, so this is a vav with a shava, and this says ve. Okay, this is a lamed with a kamatz, and this says la, ve la, and this is a kuf with a patak, which says a, ve la ka, and this chet right here is going to be with ka. This is going to be kach, ve la kach, and the shava is silent. Usually in the middle of the word, the shava is silent. Ve la kach, and this is a ta with a kamatz, which says ta, ve la kach ta. Okay, and this means and you shall take, ve la kach ta. and you shall take. And this is a Gershayim. Gershayim says, Gershayim. So this is Velakachta. Okay. Velakachta. This is, and you shall take. And this is a mem with a sere. And okay, and my Hebrew teacher just told me that in Ashkenazi pronunciation, you would say tzere with more of a sound, like me, but with like more like a me. But with in a Sephardic pronunciation or more Israeli pronunciation, it'd be just more like meh, like a longer instead of saying it's a short it would be meh, like just you sound it longer instead of putting like an ay or an ey. You know what I mean? So meh, and this is a resh with sere. It says re. This aleph is silent. Me re. And this is a shin with a chirik, and the yud and the tav together will be sheet. Okay, mere sheet, and you might recognize mere sheet. Kind of sounds like bereshit, right? Bereshit means in the beginning. Bereshit bara Elohim, in the beginning, created Hashem. Or God, sorry, mereshit. So reshit, in Genesis means in the beginning. Here it means me instead of be. Be is in, me is from. So from, and this is not the, well, I guess you could say the beginning, but it's usually translated as first. Okay, from the first of. So from the first of. So and you shall take from the first of. Okay, and it's also related to the word rosh, which means head, and of course the head, your head is the top, or maybe you could say the first thing on your body, right? Mereshit, from the first of. Okay, so this munach, when it precedes this long line here, it says munach. So this is mereshit, mereshit. Okay, so this is Velakachta mereshit, and you shall take from the first of, and this is a kaf and a lamed, and this is a kamatz, and the kamatz in ancient Hebrew said oh, and in this particular word, we preserve that sound oh, and we say kol instead of kal, right? Because kamatz is usually in modern Hebrew. So, but with this specific word, it's preserved. The o sound is preserved, and we say kol, and kol means everything or all. Okay. Okay. And I think usually in this verse, it's translated as all, and this is a pei, and the pei has a pimple, fei does not. And the shiva is silence, the quick p, a quick I sound, and shiva is usually sound in the beginning of a word. This is a resh with a chirik and a yud together, says ri, peri. Okay, so this is kol peri, and this is a munach, but a munach when it precedes a revi'i, says munach. So this is kol peri. Okay. And this is fruit. So, and you shall take from the first of all of your fruit. And this is a hey and a kamatz, which says ha. And this is aleph with a patak, which says ha. And this is a dalet with a kamatz, which says da. And the mem and the kamatz and the hey together will say ma. Ha-adama. Ha-adama. Of course, it's related to the name Adam, and it means ground. So from the first of all the fruit of your ground. Okay, ha'adama. Okay, and this is a revi'i, so the accent is on the last syllable. Revi'i says revi'i. So this is ha'adama. Okay. 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 And this is the same as this, as we already covered up here. It's asher, okay, which means that or which. This asher has a kadma. Kadma says kadma, and this did we encounter this word already? No. Okay, so this is tav with a kamatz again, which says ta. This is a vet with a hirik, and this yud and the aleph will together say tavi. Tavi, and tavi means you shall bring. You shall bring. So from all of the fruit of the ground, that you shall bring, tavi. Okay. Okay. And tavi has a darga. Darga says darga. So this is tavi. Tavi. So this is that you shall bring. That you shall bring. Asher tavi. And this is a mem with a tseret, which says me. And this is an aleph with a patach, which says a. Me, a. And with the resh actually together, the shava is silent. So this is me'ar, and this is tsari, and this is a shava. You're going to sound this shava because it follows another shava. So when there's two shavas together, usually you're going to sound the second one. Me'ar tse, and this is a chaf sofit with a kamatz, which says cha. Me'ar tse cha. And this is related to the word up here, haaretz. Right, you can see that right here, artsecha. Now the prefix me means from. Me artsecha. The suffix cha means your. Okay, from your land. Okay. And this is a tevir, and tevir says tevir. So this is me'artsecha. Me'artsecha. Okay, so this is asher tavi me'artsecha. And tavir is the end of this clause. I'm sorry, I wasn't telling you the clauses. This is one clause right here. Asher tavi me'artsecha. This is, actually this whole thing is a clause. The whole first line right here was a clause. Okay. Next, asher, again, the same, and it's also kadma. Asher, and this is Adonai, and this is darga. We had a darga earlier. Darga says darga. This is Adonai. Asher Adonai. Okay, and this is an ayin with, we already had this word too. This is Elohecha. Elohecha. And this is a tevir. This means your God. And tevir says tevir. So this is Elohecha, Adonai Elohecha. And this is a nun with a cholem, which says no. Oh, we had this word already too. So this is noten. So this is will give or gives. So that Hashem, your God, will give. And we had, okay, and this is lach. Lach is, lamed with a kamatz and a chaf sofit is also to you lach, but this one I believe it's feminine lach. Okay. Okay, lach. This is tibcha. So this is mercha. So this is noten lach. Okay. And this is a vav, v, with a shava, says v. This is a sin. And this is a patach, which says a. And this together with the mem sofit, again the shava will be silent. Ve sam. And this tav with a kamat says ta. Ve sam ta. And the accent is on ta. And this is munach before etnachta. Munach before etnachta says munach. So this is ve sam ta. So which means, and you shall place, or you shall put, okay, and you shall put Vesamta, and this is a vet with a patach, which is va, and this is a tet with a segol, which is te, va te, and this is a nun with a segol, and the aleph together will say ne, va tene. Va tene means basket, and you shall put in a basket. Okay. And this is et nachta, so this is vesamta vatene. Okay, or in the basket. I think, yeah. The va is in the vatene. Okay, and then this is a vav with a shiva, and this is vi, and this is a hey with a kamatz, and it says ha, veha, and this is a lamed with a patak, and it says la, veha la, and this chaf will close out the la, so, and this shiva is silent, veha lach, and this is a tav with a kamatz, which says ta, veha lach ta, and that's related to the word halacha. Halech, it means walk or go or went. So halach is went, and so and you shall go. This means and you shall go in this context, and you shall go vehalachta. And it's the pashta, so vehalachta says vehalachta, and this is el. Again, we had this already. El, two means two. Okay, and this is a hey with a patak. Ha means the. A mem with a kamatz means ma, and this is a kuf with a vav with a dot over it, which makes it cholem. So ko, and then the mem sofit closes it out kom. Ha makom, which means the place. Makom is place. Ha is to the place. Okay, and you shall go to the place. And this is a katon, and so el hamakom says el hamakom, so vehalachta el hamakom, and you shall go to the place, and this is asher, we already had that. Asher means that or which, and this is the mapach says mapach, so this is asher, and this is a yud with a chirik, and the vet together will say yiv, the shiva is silent, and this is a chet with a patach, and the resh says char, yiv char, and this means will choose or shall choose, so that will choose, or he will choose actually, and this is a pashta, so this is Pashta. So this is Yivchar. Okay, and he shall choose, or shall choose, and this is Adonai. So that Adonai shall choose. Okay, in English we would translate that way. So this is Munach before a katon. So this is Munach, and so this is Adonai, and this is Elohecha again. Katon Elohecha, Adonai Elohecha. So Hashem your God shall choose. So you shall go to the place that Hashem your God shall choose. Okay, that's the order that we would translate those words if we were translating it to English. And this is a lamed with a shiva, and this is li. This is a shin with a patach. It says sha, le, sha. And this is a kaf with a nun sofit. And this is a tzerev, which says so ken. Le, sha, ken. Le, sha, ken. And this is related to the word Shekinah, the presence of Hashem, and so this means to neighbor or to dwell or to establish, but a presence, to be present Um, and this is a mercha, so this is leshaken. To do so to dwell, we'll say to dwell. And this is a shin with a shiva, which says she, and a mem with a vav and a dot over it, says o. Holem o mo shemo, which means Shem is name, Shemo is his name. Shemo has a tibcha, so this is Shemo, so lishaken Shemo, and this is a shin with a kamatz, which says sha, and the mem sofi closes out as sham. Lishaken Shemo sham, and this is sof pasuk again, so it's sof pasuk. So this is sham. So this is leshaken shemo sham. So let's translate this phrase. So this is that Adonai your God shall choose to dwell, or to have his name dwell there. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and trope this, and then we can go. Okay. So this is velakachta mereshit kol peri haadama asher tavi me'atzecha asher Adonai Elohecha noten lach v'samta v'tene v'halachta el hamakom asher yivchar Adonai Elohecha leshaken shemo sham. Okay. I'd like to invite you to visit my website at www.hebrewmime.com. That's HEBREWMAYIM.com. And you can click on the button to sign up for free lessons, free Hebrew lessons, to your email, delivered every week or so. Sometimes I miss a week. Sometimes I'll send more than one email for that week. So again, just visit my website, HebrewMime.com. And I also have special sections here. Not only can you sign up for free Hebrew lessons to your email, but you can also get my playlist to learn the Aleph Bet, even Aleph Bet with Elmo. And I also have a section on learning various Jewish prayers and blessings. I also have you can see all of the Hebrew lessons from Genesis to Deuteronomy. And what else? Oh, I have a section on ancient Hebrew. Learn how to pronounce the Hebrew letters in the ancient Hebrew pronunciation, the ancient Hebrew tongue. I have some lessons on how to trope or chant the Torah, specifically lessons for that. And then I also have links to if you're interested in getting more formal biblical Hebrew lessons or modern Hebrew lessons from a good friend in Israel. So you can check that out as well. So just visit my website at hebrewmime.com. Shalom. Shalom, my name is Mayim, and I'm a naturopathic herbalist and holistic life coach, and I'm the founder of the Aruka Holistic Life Academy. Our students learn how to become effective healers using nutrition, herbs, and other holistic healing methods. I have found that to become a holistic healer, you, number one, don't need to be licensed, although some of our students are medical professionals, doctors, nurses, etc. but you don't need a medical degree or a license to become a holistic healer. Number 2, you don't need to study for 4 or more years in college. And number 3, you don't need hundreds of thousands of dollars for a medical degree or a nutrition degree or any other kind of expensive degree. I don't have any of these things, yet I have built a profitable online health coaching business. And I'll tell you the 8 things, though, that I have found that you do need. Without these 8 things, healers are ineffective and lack confidence in being a holistic healer. And most holistic schools and certification programs don't incorporate all 8 of these secrets, which is why many graduate from them, from nutrition schools or health coaching schools or herbalist schools, etc., feeling inadequate as a healer. So I would like to share with you my secrets on how I became an effective holistic healer and built a profitable online health coaching business. You can become the healer of your home and your community without the need for pharmaceutical drugs with dangerous side effects, hospitals, doctors, or even dentists. You can build a profitable online health coaching business without the need for years of college for an expensive degree. My mission is to show you how. Visit my website at www.aruka.com/free to get my 8 secrets on how to become an effective holistic healer.